for joining us for our Facebook Live video. We're here today. This is Charnel with JourneyHomesales.com and Christy Solar with Fairway Independent Mortgage. Christy is going to tell us today about mobile home financing. We get a lot of these questions as realtors. And so, as usual, she's going to debunk some myths for us and give us the correct information. So this is a good video for people who are looking to buy a mobile home, or even realtors who need the information to pass along to their clients. So hopefully, make sure, of course, if you have any questions at all, just drop them below so that we can answer them for you while we're on this live video. So we're going to make this short and sweet because we know everyone's attention span, like ours, is very short. So we're going to get right into it, and we just have a few things that we're going to go over. So what types, what are the different types of financing that are available for mobile homes?
Well, I get this question all the time, and most people think you can just go conventional with a mobile home. That's not true. You can go conventional with a mobile home at 5% down. You can go FHA with 3.5% down. Did you know that you can also do RD and VA on mobile homes, which is 100% down?
That's amazing.
So again, if you think you know, you may not know, just give us a call, because there are so many different options for this type of financing.
Awesome. So what about the down payments? Did you
so the down payment with FHA is 3.5%, conventional is 5%, RD is 100% financing, VA is 100%. Just like we talked about on past videos, when we talk about 100%, we're talking about the sales price, not the closing cost. That's different. But these programs follow the same rules as the normal loan program.
For the down payments. Cool. Good to know. All right, so let's talk a little bit about the mobile homes themselves. What are some requirements that the mobile home or the property itself has to meet?
Yeah, so it's almost impossible to put everything in a cookie cutter because every property is different, every area is different. But I'll just kind of give you some guidelines. Okay. So with Fairway, with us, it has to be a double wide. So no single wide financing with us. It has to be on the land, which means you can't buy a new mobile home and move it and get the money to do that. It has to be on the land. And again, this is talking about how we do it, okay? Right. Also, it cannot have been moved more than one time. So from the original location to where it is now, so from the dealer till now.
And how do y'all know?
I know you're going to ask that. So there are engineers that will go out there. There are structural guys that you have to have that done on every property to check the tie down, the vector system, to make sure everything's right there. So they have a way, and I'm not sure how, but they are able to confirm that. Also flood zones. So with FHA, you have to be really careful about a flood zone because there are rules on that. But again, as always, you can give us a call.
And this is just for mobile home.
This is for mobile home, yeah. Flood zone with mobile home, FHA, there are some rules. We took some notes here before we got live, but with RD, it has to be a 2006 or newer. So some of your other programs can do older mobile homes, but RD has to be 2006 or newer. And again, we said that it has to be on the property. So you can't get the money to buy a new mobile home and have it moved on. It has to already be on the property.
Okay, great.
I think we covered most of it there.
Yes, absolutely. So again, don't forget to type in your questions if you have any, if you're watching live, because we're on to our last point here. Are the credit requirements different for mobile homes than regular homes?
Yeah, so with Fairway, we do have some higher credit scores that are required, but I will say this. We do what's called common sense lending. So we have been able in some cases to get an exception made on maybe those score requirements. So the best thing to do is just apply. You don't know until you apply. If you apply and we're able to do it, great. If we're not, we're gonna walk you through it and help you get to where you need to be. But there are cases to where the score requirement may be a little higher, your score may be a little lower, but you have some compensating factors. So don't let a credit score scare you from applying, because as a lender, there's a lot of things that we can do to help you get in that home.
Right, they just have to ask.
That's right.
You never know until you ask.
That's right.
All right, so next time we are going to talk a little bit about grant programs.
Yes.
And some myths about being a first-time home buyer. Christy just reminded me of something a little while ago. We'll share it with you on the next video, but that I had forgotten about. It might surprise you. You might be a first-time home buyer, even if you've already bought one. Also, on July 19th, I'm going to a class for reverse mortgages.
Yes.
So that's something that we're going to eventually do a video on as well. We have a whole list of things for this series that we're going to do videos on. So make sure you subscribe. We're going to drop our information below of how you can get in touch with both of us.
Yes.
JourneyHomesales.com is probably the easiest, quickest way for me. It's got all my information there, and your website.
Well, the best way to get us with the questions is 225-505-7954. Yes, that's my personal cell, but we really like to talk to you. Our website has some great information, but we think the personal touch is best for us in order to answer your question. So again, 225-505-7954. You can get me. If I don't answer, I'll always call you back.
Absolutely. And my number's in the hashtag that's right there on the screen for you. So, but my website has all of my information. Please call me, text me, anything like that. So we'll talk more next week, or not next week, maybe 2 weeks from now, on grant programs and this about being a first-time home buyer. And if y'all have any questions, just give us a call. We're happy to help, and we're most always available.
Always available. Have a good afternoon.
Thanks.